Rushworth, who joins me now.
Hi, Lorna.
And you're going to start off with one of today's big stories, that Congress going on in Beijing in China.
And why not start out with the People's Daily? And it's reporting there is a historic leap on the Chinese road. And it even has a picture there of a row of lovely female staff at this 18th Communist Party Congress.
I'm sure everybody there looks exactly like that.
The caption for that, Lorna, is beautiful scenery. That is not so politically correct, is it really?
Perhaps not.
I want to go to the Shanghai Daily as well. It's leading with a photo of Communist Party officials and leaders under the sickle and hammer there. You can see there the Shanghai Daily. Its headline is, China is aiming high to double its GDP and people's incomes in 10 years. So very rosy indeed, Lorna.
Okay, but meanwhile, back here in the French press, you've seen a piece which suggests that actually things aren't quite as rosy as those official versions.
Yeah, of course. There's lots of criticism in lots of the press about the state of human rights in China and questions about the real underpinnings of its economy. But let me go to Le Monde, and here you can see a piece, Deng était notre plus grand leader, il a aboli le communisme. Now that piece in Le Monde is actually based on interviews with what the paper calls Chinese intellectuals, and those intellectuals are critical of the current situation in China. Basically, they're saying, well, is China really on the right road with this sort of rapid rate of economic expansion? And they're expressing worries, fears about the future. One of them there is saying Deng was our great leader because he abolished communism. The crop of leaders that are coming in now are not right for China, Lorna.
Okay, well, we're going to move away from China to Syria now because President Bashar al-Assad has been on TV and he's told the West, unsurprisingly perhaps, to back off. That's
with the Russian TV station, Russia Today, and the Daily Beast is reporting on the interview there. You can see the Daily Beast take on that. Syria's Assad to West, I am tougher than Gaddafi. Another quote in that interview with the TV station is Assad saying, we are the last stronghold of secularism and stability in the region. The papers are saying that Barack Obama's re-election, it could actually pave the way for more aggressive action in Syria.
Okay, well, talking of regional stability or instability, The Guardian has a comment piece on Syria's neighbours and how they're suffering from this conflict.
Well, I like this piece. It was quite fascinating about Jordan, which is just next door, and it's saying, yes, there's a cliche, isn't there now, that the inferno in Syria will eventually spread to its neighbours. And the analysis here is that King Abdullah of Jordan is in a terrible situation. He's, if Assad survives with the perceived connivance from Jordan, that will fuel the Islamist opposition within his country and hostility to him. If Assad fails, then Jordan's opposition, the Islamists, will have the backing of the Islamists, probably, who will take over Syria. So the king there, it says, is in trouble. He needs to introduce reforms.
Okay, well, now we're going to move to the US because the pace of life for the newly elected or re-elected President Barack Obama clearly unrelenting. He's announced that his first diplomatic mission is going to be not to the Middle East but to Asia.
Well, he's off to Burma, isn't he, the middle of November, and he's unrelenting. I mean, the pace for the president is incredible, so that's his first choice. He's not choosing the Middle East, he's choosing Asia. And when I was reading that, I thought, does this guy never get any rest? And I popped over to the Huffington Post, and what did I see? I saw this story about presidents sleeping. And it says that Obama, in fact, can handle this weight of work. He is a night owl, but in the past, sleep issues have been a problem for presidents. We've got Bill Clinton. He managed on 5 and 6 hours, but for George W. Bush, it had to be a nap at midday. His father had to have a sleeping pill, and also JFK was on the pills as well to keep going.
Yeah.
So there you go with how being in power. Remember that for us Brits, Margaret Thatcher managed on 4 hours, didn't she?
I was going to say, that's the famous British example. I think Winston Churchill as well was quite a night owl. But thank you very much indeed, Nicholas, for that look at today's international papers. Well, still to come here on Live from Paris, Made in France. A special fair dedicated to buying French opens in Paris today. We'll be looking at one French company exporting its savoir-faire to the world. That's with Matthew Warren in Business News after the break.